What's up? Good morning, everybody. It's the Diva D from Carved Out Divas, and I need a big cup today. So it's Friday. It's time for the Friday rant. Let me break down this too. I'm working in the home office today. Um, Let me explain something. So now we've come down to what we 8.5, 9 weeks, and I want to stress how what self-preservation looks like. You know what self-preservation look like? It look like you're a president. All he do is lie. So let me break this down. So in the past 3 weeks, here's the three best excuses I've heard, and number three actually is from yesterday. But let me break this down. One, the teacher didn't give me any work. That's number one. Number two is, I did my work, but the teacher didn't grade it. And then number three, I got an F because she don't like me. Well, what's this? What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna work backward and then pull it forward, and then I'm gonna get back around to my main point. So, starting with number three. Well, I got an F because the teacher don't like me. Let me explain something to you. Let me tell you what the teacher really don't like. It's not the teacher don't like you. You're upset because the teacher is holding you accountable. That's first of all. Second, on that note, what the teacher doesn't really like is your attitude, your disrespect, your lies, the fact that you're choosing to be lazy as opposed to getting the work done. That's what the teacher doesn't like. Because honestly, teachers like me who are mentally developed are able to separate your nasty fill in the blank attitude from your coursework, because it's amazing to me how some kids who are so mean and disrespectful still manage to pass my class. I'm shocked and amazed. Why? Because I've separated the two. I've learned to realize that you're a child and you ain't been taught no better. So let's move on to point number two. So the second one is, I've done my work and the teacher didn't grade it. Well, let me help you understand something. I love knowing that I have called, researched, dug up the data, mined for information, all that stuff, and realized that you have not logged in at all. Or if you logged in for 2-3 minutes. When you tell your parent that I've done my work, none of the work is done because both you and your parent haven't logged in to check and help to see that you haven't done the work. So no, what I graded was what you turned in, which was a 0. So let's go back to the top part where you said the teacher haven't assigned us any work. Let's be real. If you stay on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, any of those things like that, you know very well everybody, even in the news, all teachers have been doing is working. In fact, we work 10 times harder now because we have to do a lot more individual stuff. And we're talking about individual stuff like meaning that I got put gas in my car to ride to your residence to drop off your work because you haven't done the work. Stuff like that. Calling every number under the sun on the emergency card. Half of them don't work. To call your friend who have their number, to the neighbor, the dog, the cat, everybody had to call to get your number. So, but this brings me all to this point right here. Just like y'all enjoy sports, and you know how I harp on that. Teaching is now a team effort. We cannot do this by ourselves. As you have learned, parents, in this short space of time that your children have been home with you, you've learned that many of them can't read. And then they can't, whatever they can read, they're not reading with fidelity or comprehension. You realize they can't write. You realize they don't follow instructions. You realize they can't sit still. I mean, listen, why y'all ain't filling out the IEP and 504 paper? Shoot, you know better than me. You had them long. Let me just, I digress for 2 seconds. Let me go back. This is a team effort. You can't trust the fact that they're going to do the work on their own. You got to understand the middle school students, high school students, elementary, they can't. We've got to work together. We've got to. It ain't going to never happen if we're not working together. I'm telling you, you can't. And then you can't. Now is not the time to blame the teacher. Now is not the time to get angry with the teacher. Now is the time to say, hey, this is my teammate. We're going in this together. We're going to work together and we're going to get this work done. Parents, you got to be more hands-on. I understand. A lot of this stuff is difficult, but remember, I'm not in front of the child anymore, and the child ain't in front of me no more. I can't be on them like white on rice and a glass of milk and a paper plate in a snowstorm. I can't do that, but you can. So I ain't really got nothing else. I just want to add that. But then, and no, let me add this part. Let me take a sip. Lubricate and add this part. If you think we're going back to education the way it looked in the past, I need you to understand. Come with me to reality. And I need you to understand it's not going to be like that anytime soon. In order for us to get even some semblance of school, you got to hire a whole bunch more people. The building's got to be sanitized. We got to have more space to hold the children. How they go? We've got, and the CDC guideline, Please don't get me started because but just mentally prepare yourself, parents, now, and prepare your children that going forward, there is no real plan right now. We have ideas of what the plan's going to look like, but let's be real. This may be what it's going to look like for a while until we can figure something out. And that's all. So in the meantime, let's do like sports and work together as a team. That's all I got for today. It's the D for D, no one like me. Carved out divas. With the Friday rant, rise against negative tactics, rise against negative thoughts, rise against negativity when today. Big up.